Okay, so I'm seeing all these videos from liberals saying that they're seeing videos of Trump supporters that regret voting for Trump. I haven't seen such videos. I have seen a lot of videos of people saying that they are super stoked and really excited to see the things that Trump and JD Vance have been doing. I've been seeing a lot of videos about people being excited about the deportation of illegal aliens and about getting rid of federal workers that are doing absolutely nothing and draining our hard-earned tax dollars. The federal government, the government has been getting away with stealing our money. I have been paying into Social Security for a long time, and since I was 14, and come to find out, for what? Why have I been doing it? Because apparently it's just been taken away from me and spent on the Ukraine and spent on other countries and spent on them to fund, their parties and their cars. And yet liberals are having a problem with that. I mean, I think you should have a problem with that. I think you should 100% have a problem with politicians, our government, our own government, that has completely committed fraud, stolen our tax money, and used it to fund everybody but the American citizens. And yet somehow people are blaming Elon and Trump for this and acting like they did something wrong, and then trying to say that us conservatives are regretting voting for Trump. Well, this is one of my new sweatshirts. I also got the one that says Trump 5G, better than 5G. Can you hear me now? I got that. But not only am I not regretting it, but I say keep on doing what you're doing. Keep on doing this. Keep on finding all of these ways that the government has screwed us over and hold them accountable. That's the one thing I am ticked off about. It seems like, why aren't they in prison right this moment? Because Lord knows if I have been stealing money from the government for years and years and spending it to fund everybody but the citizens of America, I'd be in prison. And yet somehow they're not in prison. And somehow Fauci isn't locked up right now. I honestly think we should go back to stoning. Maybe we should go back to beheading people, because maybe that would make people go, shit. Because a lot of people just do really well in prison. They seem to be like the cool kid in prison, and they get more in prison than they do out of prison. So, I mean, politicians aren't going to. They'll be eaten up in a heartbeat. They will be somebody's little bitch in 1 second. Especially, could you imagine AOC in prison? But I don't know what videos these people are talking about where they're saying that Trump supporters are regretting voting for Trump. Maybe there's a handful of them. I don't know. Maybe I haven't seen them. Maybe there are a handful. But I can tell you, I don't know one single Trump supporter, not one, that has said, gosh, I would just love it if the Democrats were back in office spending our money willy-nilly on the Ukraine and corruption and, sex trafficking and the cartel, and spending it on illegal immigrants to get houses and cell phones and food and help with just everything. I don't know of any of my friends or their friends' friends that voted for Trump that are about that. But maybe there's one or two out there, I guess. Anyway, I don't know what you're talking about. I think that you're just saying it because you're still whining and, you just seem to not want to be happy. You're like Eeyore. Come on, go have yourself a little drink and try to get laid. Although we all know you're not for getting laid because you're all shaving your heads and saying somehow that that's a protest to sex. No, what's a protest to sex is all of your 80,000 cats and your stupid, really crazy leftist ways, and you not shaving your legs and being all for, hating men and thinking men are awful. That's a turnoff to people, really. I don't think that you shaved your head in protest of sex. I think you already weren't getting any, and that is why you are so uptight. You're just really wound tight. And you have no way to get it out other than screaming and yelling on your phone about Trump. When what you should be doing is focusing on getting a job, getting right with yourself, fixing that crazy going on up there and maybe having yourself a little drink and getting laid. Just an idea.